My prayer was always that, Lord, I would be running and that I would look over one day and there would be somebody who would be like running with me.
Figure out if you could live with this person, kind of, overall conventional wisdom. And my dad said the opposite to me. He said, figure out if you could live without this girl. And at some point I figured that I could not live my life without Natalie, and then it was like all of that resistance is just like the dam broke and we knew, like we just knew.
$10 to get rings. We each got a $5 ring from the Five and Dime. That was it. That's all we needed, I guess.
That first year was pretty magical. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Up to the point we got married, then reality set in. Just kidding. That sounded really wrong.
Downhill from there.
He leaves the toilet seat up, and I haven't really brought that up.
I try to put it down.
You do, but you don't really do it.
Well, the first fight we had was the first moment we met in the middle of that street. He slammed on his brakes and yelled, "What are you trying to do, get killed?" And I said, "What's it to you, buddy? Find another road."
And I think that when the hardships started to come, it actually maybe made it a little bit more difficult because we weren't prepared for it.
Marriages crumble or can crumble. And being realistic about that, we're all susceptible to that.
Well, I think we've found that forgiveness is daily because it's easy to disappoint each other. It's easy to misunderstand each other.
Our culture tells us to fall in love, to find your heart, to find your passion, and then skips the part of I'm going to grow in the discipline of love, and now I'm going to practice love, and now I'm going to walk in something that I'm not feeling right now.
And if you let that sit there and fester, it's like all it builds is resentment and insecurity or just division.
So being willing to do the hard work of love is really important.
If you don't learn on the front end that it actually does take work and a commitment and a discipline of putting that effort into it, when the difficulties come, you're blindsided.
I feel like we've learned a lot from couples like that have said, hey, you know what? This is our story. This is how we got to where we were. But this is also how the Lord, brought it back. And so I feel like there's a lot of tools in this is how the Lord brought it back.
And we've had seasons where we've felt separated by distance and we've had to work our way back to each other.
It takes 40 years, but other than that, I mean, it's...
We're Justin and Trisha Davis, and we invite you to join us on the Refine Us Tour.
An evening created to transform your heart and the heart of your marriage.